All right, we have hit Bullitt County, we've hit South Carolina in the Low Country, we've spent a lot of time in Chatham County, spoke with folks out in Jeff Davis County, haven't hit Bryan County, and we wanted to make sure that we kind of got to check in, see how things are going down in there.
Yeah, it's a major county in our area. We have Allison Paget on the phone. She's the EMA for Bryan County. And Allison, thank you so much for joining us today. We were talking about how yesterday was your first day in this role as emergency management director for the county there. Talk about baptism by fire, but more like baptism by ice.
Yeah.
Absolutely, but I will say the team here is stellar, and they made it very seamless and easy for me. So I'm very blessed and fortunate to be in Bryan County for sure.
Let's talk about the challenges that we've seen. What have you learned this morning as far as updates on how things are going down there in Bryan County?
Sure. So right now, all roads are open here in Bryan County. We do have one large tree limb that broke and fell onto the road on 144 near Kilkenny. But we do have public work crews out there, and they are removing that tree as we speak. Our public work crews are also out, and they will be spreading more sand and salt on our bridges. Just to try to be a little more proactive as the temperatures drop again tonight and we hit that refreeze.
We're looking at live pictures from Richmond Hill. I know Bryan County is kind of unique in that it's really divided in North and South Bryan County. You mentioned the 144. Are you seeing similar impacts from this storm in both ends of the county?
We are. We do have two warming centers. We have one in North Bryan and we have one in South Bryan. What we did find in North Bryan, we did not have any citizens that needed to utilize the warming center, but we did have two citizens check into our warming center here in South Bryan. But the conditions in the roads are very similar. I spoke with the city this morning. They're seeing the same conditions that we're seeing, and we're all just collectively working together just to make sure that, we maintain the safety of our community.
Yeah, Allie, you mentioned that you were keeping in close contact with the National Weather Service in Charleston. Can you talk about that relationship and what they're kind of keeping you up to date on as we move forward through this?
Sure. One of the meteorologists called me this morning because they did recognize that I am a new EMA director. I think they were just checking on me to make sure I was still here. But they have called and just ensuring that I'm getting the most up-to-date weather information. I've got direct line numbers so that if I have questions for our county, I can call and ask those questions. National Weather Service Charleston hits it out of the park. They're good people. They're a good team, and they definitely keep us informed.
I know one of the big things, and it's not just going to be Bryan County, it's going to be in all our counties. Schools are out today. The question's going to be, starting this afternoon, all the different school districts are going to have to make decisions. When you look at the roads in Bryan County and the way they are right now, knowing that our temperatures aren't going to get much warmer and we're likely to freeze again overnight, do you have advice, or will you be checking in with the school district leaders there in Bryan County and trying to make that plan for tomorrow and the rest of the week?
We do have some scheduled meetings throughout the day. We are all working together to make sure that we make the best decision. Obviously, the safety of our children and our educators and everyone in our community is the top and foremost priority. But we will be looking at things. Those decisions will have to be made later because, as we know, weather can change at a moment's notice, especially in the South. So they'll be making those decisions later today, and then the school board will be getting those notifications out should anything change.
Well, welcome to the job, Allie.
Yeah, welcome to the job. What a way to start.
I am happy to be here. Absolutely.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. We really appreciate your time.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you talk about, like you said, baptism.